guys, did you heard about ChatGPT? So let me tell you, this will change a lot of concepts in our business. I mean, it's a very generic topics, but I will be very specific talking about ChatGPT in cybersecurity. Is it going to do any change for what we are doing? And I have to tell you, there's going to be a lot of change soon because of this tool. Okay. Now, whoever didn't start using the ChatGPT, I will strongly recommend to create an account and start getting familiar with that, because it will make your life easier. And I'm talking now about cybersecurity especially. Okay. And then it's up to you. You can open it and you can do whatever you want, and you can check the capability of this tool. ChatGPT, it's a chatbot from OpenAI. This is a big AI company, and it's now, actually, it was one of the owners, Elon Musk, but recently also Microsoft has invested a lot of money in that, and they may actually add it to the Office 365. I mean, it's not announced yet, but things will expand in a very different way. Now, this is completely different than Google. I mean, some people think this is the normal search engine where you can write down any question and it will reply back to you. It's completely different than that. And as I told you, I will only focus about how that can be useful for us in cybersecurity. Now, the tool itself is just a chatbot where you open the ChatGPT and then you start asking questions and it will reply back. But it's more as an interactive tool. So whatever question you ask, you may ask for more information. You may ask for a customization. It will deliver whatever you want him to deliver to you. So let me give you small examples about how this tool is working. So in general, we can use it for a non-technical question. So for instance, I can tell him I need, create a ideal CV for a cyber security specialist. Okay. So you need to customize your CV, and it will include the main key point for a cybersecurity specialist. Okay. So he will do that. Okay. And he will create in a very, very professional way. Okay. Okay, sorry, because I was doing some or requesting from. Let me close that and reopen a new chat windows. Yeah, here it goes. So as you can see, he's writing down what you should be familiar with, the summary of the CV. You can, of course, modify it according to what you have. You can even copy and paste a job description and ask him to create a CV that match this job description or a cover letter. He will do the same. So from the career perspective, is very, very useful. Ask him to create a proper LinkedIn profile. He will do the same, and so on. Okay. Now let's move to the technical part of it. Okay. As a cybersecurity specialist, what kind of assistant you may need in your work, in your daily activity? So if you want to create a policy, you can request the policy to be created by ChatGPT. So I need to create. I have to wait until you finish.
Can we use it also for asset registers, template, or something like this?
Whatever you think. I spent few hours on it. I was really amazed, because whatever come to your mind, I'll give you a few examples. But the point is, it can really be helpful, especially guys, since you are starting in cybersecurity. So assume that you want to create a policy.
Sorry,
and
doctor.
You don't,
also, it's people now they're starting using it to create malware.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that, because before it used to be whatever you will ask him, he will do it. You can tell him how to create a bomb, he will tell you. Now they start fine tuning that, and sometimes when you ask him question, like I try to ask him how to create a ransomware or give me the code for a ransomware, he said this is a violation of our. So they are, they start fine tuning and prevent the misuse of the tool. And to be able to use the tool, you need to go to this website, openai.com, and create an account. They have a free version and now they have a paid version. Okay, and you start logging to the chat and start asking him questions. But let me show you the interaction. I mean, it's not just like Google where you tell him, give me a sample. No, it's completely different. So I want to create an email security policy. Okay, he will create the policy and then I can request for some specific modification. Okay, so it's the interacting part is actually the main difference of the tool. Okay, so once he create a policy, maybe no, this is not exactly what I was looking for. I need a policy to comply with a specific standard. So some of the standard or compliance part need to be included inside the policy. So I can tell him, you know, let's wait until he finish. Guys, you have to start utilizing that. I'm serious. Because whatever will come to your mind, it can be done here. Okay? So I can tell him, but I need the policy to comply with PCI DSS. Okay. So he will put the modification that is needed for this PCI DSS. And you can keep like fine-tuning the output until you get something very, very sophisticated. Okay. This is in general. You don't know how to do a disaster recovery plan, which we will cover the steps, or a business impact analysis. You can tell him, I need a step-by-step plan to implement a disaster recovery plan for an organization. And you can write whatever details that include how many department and how many section, or you can keep it simple like that. And he will provide you the plan. What do you need to do first? And then what you need to do second. And then if any of the steps is not clear, you can request for more justification. How can I get a template for a business impact analysis? Or how can I do a restoration testing? So you can keep asking him a question deeper and deeper, and he will guide you. Okay. This is in the governance part, the documentation, the process. What about the technical part? Can it be helpful? Definitely, yeah. Okay. Let me give you a scenario. Okay. Assume that today you got a job in one of the organizations and they are using Kaspersky endpoint security, Kaspersky console, which is a tool that manages the antivirus in all the organization. And you are not familiar with the tool and you want to block the USB on all the machine. This is a very specific question. How can I do a specific setting in a specific application? I can tell him, okay, how can I block USB access to all the machines using Kaspersky console? And by the way, even if you did some spelling mistakes, it's okay. He will understand what you need to do. Console version 12, even if you want to be very, very specific, right? And he will tell you, open the console, right click on this option, and then right click on that, and then click the policy, and he will tell you exactly in this specific tool how you can use it. Okay. So the point is, it's a very, very powerful tool, and 100% it will affect some area in what we are doing, but not in a bad way. Because right now you have like your personal assistant where you ask him any question and you can keep re-asking or asking for more clarification or more elaboration. He will reply back to you. Okay. Now, this is regarding the management part. And you can ask about any tools, any software, any application. How can we configure it? How can we use it? How can we do specific? So it's not a Google search where it's just showing you the website and you are by your own. No, it's very, very specifically. Okay. Now, What about the red team part? What is the malicious part of it? Can it be done in a malicious way? I'm talking about cyber security part. Okay, so yes, let me show you. I was just doing a test right now. I noticed that it has some limitation when it comes to time, because recently there is a new ISO that was released. This is one of the topics that I really want to talk to you about. It's very, very important for you guys, and it will give you a very good opportunity. Now, I asked him to give me a comparison between the previous ISO and the new ISO. He didn't get this information. And this may be the only questions that I didn't get the right answer from. Not the right answer, the answer is missing from him. So sometimes if the tool is new or the standard is new, he cannot really help that much. This is what I find out. And by the way, guys, it supports more than one language. It doesn't give the same accurate results. I mean, I was doing in Arabic and trying to get something. It's not 100% accurate. However, if you are French speaking or Arabic, still you can utilize that. Okay. But English results is amazing. Okay. Okay. Now, see how detailed he's going about the steps. So I want to, I'm not a programmer, I'm not a developer, and I want him to create a small Python code. I don't know anything about Python that will scan a target and give me the open port and save it inside a text file, for example. So I have a specific activity in mind, but I don't know how to do it in a programming language because I'm not a developer. I can ask him, create a Python script to scan all open ports in a machines and save the results to text file. Also, it's kind of a technical question. Okay, so he will actually, he will give you how the script. You just need to copy and paste it, even if you are not a developer, right? And then you can take this and copy. He will give you a notification that this could be misused, but still, okay, I need to create a malicious web page that if someone click on it, he will give me access to his machine. I can ask him to create a online script that establish a reverse shell. Regardless if you know what I'm writing or not, or you are new to that, it doesn't matter. The point here, I'm showing you how deep you can go with this tool, okay? And I see. And you know what, especially this question, sometimes I ask the question, he will tell me it's against our policy. So I was saying, this is a specific code that would be created and added to a page, and whoever opens this website, he will have the virus installed on his machine and give us access to the machine. Now he tell me that this is against the policy, but especially this comment, sometimes I ask the comment, he will not give me a result. And sometimes I will ask the same request one more time, and he will give me a result. So it has some workaround. Anyway, the tool you have to be familiar with. You have to open the tool and see whatever activity you are doing related to this program. Is it useful? Can you use it as an additional resources? Because it will really improve what you are doing. Of course, it can be used in different way, malicious and non-malicious, but believe me, this will change a lot of concepts in our business, okay? And it's really, I don't know how to explain that, but sometimes you have an activity to be done, a project, for instance, you copy and paste the project requirement, you put it inside the ChatGPT and you tell him, I need a project plan according to this project requirement, and he will give you a step-by-step plan. So it can go as deep as you want.